Anna was a young single mother living in a small town. She had a little daughter named Lily, who was 6 years old. Anna worked very hard to provide for her child, but life was never easy. She worked long hours at a small bakery, waking up before sunrise every day and returning home late in the evening. Despite all her hard work, money was always tight. The small apartment they lived in was old and cramped. The walls were thin, and the rooms were too small for even a single person to feel comfortable, let alone two. Every month, Anna worried about paying the rent. Some months she had to skip small things like a warm winter coat for Lily or new school shoes. Lily was a cheerful child. She loved to play, sing, and draw pictures. Even though they had very little, Lily always found ways to be happy. She loved sitting on the windowsill and looking outside at the birds and trees. Sometimes she would imagine herself running in a big green garden with flowers and butterflies. Anna watched her and felt a mix of sadness and hope. She wanted to give Lily everything, but she knew she could not. Still, she promised herself that one day she would find a better life for them both. One cold winter evening after Anna finished her shift at the bakery, she walked home holding Lily's small backpack. The wind was cold and the streets were almost empty. Anna pulled her coat tightly around her and looked down at Lily, who was skipping happily despite the cold. On the way, Anna noticed a small, faded sign near the edge of the village. The sign said, "Cabin for sale, abandoned, cheap." Something about the sign caught Anna's attention. She paused and looked at it carefully. The price listed was incredibly low. For a moment, Anna could not believe her eyes. She thought about all the apartments and houses in the town, all expensive and crowded. But here, in the middle of nowhere, there was a place that she could afford, at least on paper. The next day, Anna decided she had to see the cabin. She wanted to understand what she was thinking and feeling. She walked down the narrow road that led out of the village. The road was quiet, surrounded by tall trees that swayed gently in the wind. Birds chirped softly and the air smelled fresh, different from the city's dust and smoke. After walking for about 20 minutes, Anna finally saw the cabin. The cabin was old. Its paint was peeling, and some of the wooden boards on the walls were cracked. The roof had small holes and the chimney looked fragile. The windows were dirty and broken in some places, and the garden was overgrown with weeds. At first glance, it seemed impossible to live there. Anna's heart sank for a moment. But then she took a deep breath and walked closer. She imagined herself and Lily inside the cabin. She imagined cleaning it, painting the walls, fixing the roof and planting flowers in the garden. She imagined Lily running around the trees, playing in the fresh air and laughing without worries. Anna walked around the cabin and touched the old wooden door. It creaked under her hand, but it was still strong. She opened it slowly and stepped inside. Dust floated in the sunlight that came through the broken windows. The floors were worn, but they seemed solid. The rooms were empty, except for old furniture covered in white sheets. Anna could see the potential. She closed her eyes and pictured Lily drawing on the walls, painting colorful pictures and turning the empty rooms into a happy home. For the rest of the day, Anna could not stop thinking about the cabin. She went back to the apartment and sat on the sofa with Lily. Lily noticed that Anna was quiet and asked, "Mom, why do you look so serious?" Anna smiled gently and said, "I saw a place today, Lily. A small cabin far from here. It is old, but it could be our home." Lily's eyes widened. "Really, Mom? Can we see it? Can we go there?" Anna nodded and held Lily's tiny hand. She felt a spark of hope inside her. Maybe, just maybe, this could be their new beginning. Over the next few days, Anna thought carefully. She counted every coin she had saved. She thought about her life in the small apartment where they always felt crowded and rushed. Bills were always coming and money was always leaving. She imagined the cabin again and again. She imagined waking up to birds singing, drinking tea in the morning while Lily played outside, and having enough space for both of them to feel free. She imagined growing vegetables in the garden, cooking meals together, and finally having a home that was truly theirs. Anna also thought about the challenges. The cabin needed a lot of work. It was cold, the walls were old, and the roof might leak in the rain. There was no guarantee that they would be safe or comfortable at first. But Anna believed that with hard work, determination, and love, they could make it beautiful. She remembered the stories her grandmother told her about living simply in nature. Her grandmother always said that happiness did not come from money but from love, effort, and hope. Finally, Anna made her decision. She would buy the cabin. It was risky, and it would use all the money she had saved, but it was a risk worth taking for Lily's future. She met the owner, an old man who had left the cabin years ago. He was kind and understanding, and he agreed to sell the place to Anna for a small amount. Anna felt her heart beat fast with excitement and fear at the same time. She signed the papers, handed over her savings, and finally owned the cabin. The next morning, Anna packed their few belongings. Lily helped, carefully placing her favorite toys in a small bag. Anna made sure they had warm clothes, some food, and a few simple kitchen items. They locked the apartment door for the last time. As they walked toward the cabin, Anna felt both nervous and excited. Lily held her hand tightly and whispered, "Mom, I can't wait to see our new home." Anna smiled and felt tears in her eyes. She promised herself that no matter what challenges came, they would face them together. The journey to the cabin was not easy. The road was long and narrow, and the cold wind made their hands red. But when they finally reached the cabin, they stopped in awe. It looked even bigger and more magical than Anna remembered. The trees surrounded it like protectors, the garden was full of possibilities, and the air smelled fresh and clean. Lily ran ahead, touching the old wooden walls and laughing with delight. Anna stood there holding her daughter's hand and realized that this moment was the beginning of something wonderful. That evening, they went inside the cabin. It was cold and the floors creaked under their steps, but Anna felt happy. She lit a small stove for warmth and placed a few blankets for Lily. They had a simple meal, but it tasted like a feast. Anna and Lily talked about their plans. They would clean the cabin, paint the walls, fix the roof, and make it a real home. They would plant flowers, grow vegetables, and fill every corner with love. As Lily fell asleep that night on the old sofa with a blanket wrapped around her, Anna looked out the window at the moon shining over the trees. She felt a deep sense of peace. For the first time in years, she felt that they had a place where they belonged, a place where they could start fresh, away from the worries of the city, and create a life full of hope, joy, and love. Anna whispered softly to herself, "We will make this our home, Lily. We will make it beautiful. We will be happy here." Outside, the wind blew gently through the trees as if agreeing with her. The cabin, abandoned for years, now had a new beginning with Anna and Lily. The first morning in the cabin was cold, but Anna felt a strange warmth inside her heart. Lily woke up early, rubbing her eyes and looking around in amazement. The cabin was quiet except for the gentle sound of birds outside. Sunlight streamed through the broken windows, making patterns on the old wooden floor. Lily jumped from the sofa and ran to the window, her face bright with excitement. "Mom, look. The trees are so big and the birds are singing," Lily exclaimed. Anna smiled and hugged her daughter. She knew that this was what she had been dreaming of, a place where Lily could be free and happy. Anna wrapped a blanket around herself and looked around the room. The cabin was old and needed a lot of work. Dust covered the floors, the walls had scratches, and the roof had small holes. But Anna did not feel afraid. She felt ready. After a simple breakfast of bread and tea, Anna and Lily stepped outside to explore the garden. The grass was long and uncut, and weeds grew taller than Lily in some places. Anna took a deep breath. "It is going to take time to make this place beautiful, but we will do it together," she said. Lily nodded with determination. She ran around the garden, pretending to pull out weeds and plant flowers. Anna laughed and joined her, holding a small shovel and imagining what their garden could look like in the future. The first challenge came when they tried to fetch water. There was a small well near the cabin, but the rope was old and frayed. Anna carefully lowered the bucket and managed to pull up some water. It was cold and fresh. Lily helped carry it inside. Anna thought about how different life was going to be. They would have to work hard every day, but it would be their work. It would be worth it. After breakfast, Anna decided to start cleaning the cabin. She put on old gloves and began wiping the windows, sweeping the floors, and dusting the old furniture. Lily helped by picking up small items and placing them on a table. The work was slow, and dust made Anna sneeze, but she felt proud. Each corner they cleaned felt like a small victory. Even the broken chairs and worn tables had a story, and Anna imagined fixing them or turning them into something new. By mid-afternoon, Anna realized they needed more tools to fix the cabin properly. She remembered a small hardware store in the village and decided to go there. Lily ran alongside her, carrying a small bag of supplies. The walk was long, but the fresh air made them feel alive. Villagers greeted Anna and Lily with curiosity. Some whispered about the young mother moving into the old cabin, but Anna ignored them. She knew that only she and Lily mattered. At the hardware store, Anna bought paint, brushes, nails, and some new ropes for the well. She also picked up a few small tools for Lily to use, like a tiny shovel and a watering can. The shopkeeper smiled at them. "It is not easy living in a place like that, but it is full of life," he said. Anna nodded. "Yes, it will be a challenge, but I hope it will be a happy life for us." With the supplies in hand, they walked back to the cabin, excited to begin the next phase of their new life. The next few days were filled with work. Anna painted the walls white, making the cabin feel brighter. Lily helped by picking flowers and placing them in old jars, creating small decorations for the rooms. They repaired the broken chairs and cleaned the floors thoroughly. Each day they worked together, laughing, talking, and imagining how the cabin would look once it was fully ready. At night, they would sit by the small stove, sipping warm tea and talking about their plans. Anna told Lily stories about the forest, about animals, and about how people could live simply and happily. Lily listened with wide eyes, sometimes asking questions about birds, flowers, and trees. Anna realized how much they had missed by living in the city. Here in the cabin, every day was full of small joys that they could share together. One morning, Anna decided to explore the forest around the cabin. She wanted to find a safe path and see what resources they could use. Lily walked with her, holding her mother's hand tightly. They discovered a small stream where they could fetch water more easily. Birds flew above them, and rabbits hopped in the distance. Anna felt a deep connection to the place. She knew that the forest would provide not only beauty, but also lessons for her and Lily. They could learn about nature, about growing food, and about living simply. Anna also thought about safety. The cabin was old, and she had to make sure it was secure. She repaired the broken windows, fixed the door lock, and made a small fence around the garden. Lily helped by carrying small tools and placing stones along the fence. Even though the work was tiring, Anna felt happy. She knew that every effort she made now would create a safe and warm home for Lily. Life in the cabin was not always easy. Some days it rained heavily and the old roof leaked. Some nights the wind howled and the cabin shook slightly. But Anna and Lily faced each challenge together. Anna would patch the roof as best as she could, and Lily would sit nearby, helping by holding small nails or stones. Sometimes they would sit by the stove listening to the rain, and Anna would tell Lily stories to pass the time. These moments brought them closer. Anna realized that their happiness did not depend on comfort alone, but on love, care, and working together. Anna also started planting a small garden. She cleared the weeds and planted vegetables, flowers, and a few fruit trees. Lily loved watering the plants every morning. She learned how to dig small holes, plant seeds carefully, and care for the young plants. They both laughed when some seeds did not grow as expected, but they kept trying. Anna felt proud of Lily's curiosity and patience. She knew that these lessons were as valuable as anything they could learn in a school. One afternoon, while exploring the forest near the cabin, they found a small clearing filled with wildflowers. Anna and Lily decided to make it their secret place. They sat on the grass collecting flowers and making small bouquets. Anna looked at Lily and smiled. She thought about how far they had come from the crowded city apartment. Here in nature they had freedom, space, and beauty. Anna realized that happiness was not about money or comfort alone. It was about the love they shared and the life they were building together. Evenings became their favorite time. Anna would cook simple meals over the small stove, and Lily would help by washing vegetables or stirring the pot. They would eat together, enjoying the warmth of the fire and each other's company. Anna felt grateful for every small moment, the laughter, the stories, the quiet beauty of the forest. She knew that even though the cabin was old and the work was hard, this life was worth every effort. As days turned into weeks, the cabin slowly transformed. The walls became bright and clean. The garden started to grow and the rooms began to feel like home. Anna and Lily celebrated small achievements like fixing a broken chair, painting a wall, or seeing their first vegetables grow. These small victories made them feel proud and strong. They realized that the cabin was more than just a building. It was a symbol of their courage, hope, and love. One evening, after a long day of work, Anna and Lily sat outside watching the sunset. The sky was painted in shades of orange, pink, and purple. Birds flew home to their nests, and the forest seemed peaceful and calm. Lily rested her head on Anna's shoulder and said softly, "Mom, I love our cabin. I think this is the best place in the whole world." Anna hugged her tightly. "Me too, Lily, me too. This is just the beginning of our happy life." That night, as they slept on their cozy blankets near the stove, Anna thought about the journey they had begun. She knew there would be challenges ahead, but she also knew that they had everything they needed: each other, determination, and hope. The cabin, once abandoned and forgotten, was now filled with laughter, love, and new dreams. Anna felt proud of the life she was creating for Lily and herself. She whispered softly in the dark, "We will make it through everything, Lily. We will make our dreams come true." Outside, the wind blew gently through the trees. The forest, the cabin, and the garden all seemed to embrace them. Anna closed her eyes and imagined the future, a future full of joy, adventure, and learning. The journey had just begun, and both mother and daughter were ready to face it together. Life in the cabin had settled into a comfortable rhythm for Anna and Lily. Every day was filled with work, learning, and small joys. The cabin slowly transformed from an abandoned place into a cozy home. The walls were painted, the garden began to flourish, and the small stove provided warmth during cold nights. But life in the forest was not always easy. Anna knew they would face challenges that were different from city life. She had prepared herself mentally, but some surprises still tested their courage and determination. One morning, Anna woke to the sound of rain tapping on the roof. It was heavier than the usual rain, and she noticed small leaks forming near the windows. She quickly woke Lily. "Come on, Lily, we need to protect our things from the rain," she said. Lily jumped from the bed, still rubbing her sleepy eyes. Together, they moved blankets and small furniture away from the wet areas. Anna felt frustrated but reminded herself that this was part of living in an old cabin. She was determined to fix the roof after the rain stopped. After the rain, the sun appeared, and Anna and Lily stepped outside to check the garden. The plants were wet and sparkling with raindrops. Anna smiled as she saw the vegetables standing tall, refreshed by the rain. Lily ran to pick small puddles of water in her hands, giggling with delight. Anna realized that even though the rain had caused some problems, it had also brought life to their garden. She told Lily, "See, every challenge can also bring something good. We just need to look carefully." Lily nodded, understanding that life in the cabin would teach them many lessons. Later that week, Anna decided to explore deeper into the forest. She wanted to see what resources they could find and make sure the cabin was safe. Lily went with her, carrying a small backpack with water and snacks. They walked along a narrow path, surrounded by tall trees and wildflowers. Birds chirped above and squirrels ran across the branches. Anna felt grateful for the beauty around her. She thought about how different this life was from the crowded city streets. Here they could breathe fresh air, hear natural sounds, and live in peace. During their walk, they discovered a small stream that flowed gently through the forest. The water was clear and cold. Anna knelt down and filled their bottles. Lily laughed as she dipped her fingers into the stream, feeling the cool water on her skin. Anna noticed berries growing along the edges of the stream. She picked a few, tasted them carefully, and smiled. They were fresh and sweet. "We can pick some for our breakfast tomorrow," she said to Lily. Lily clapped her hands with excitement. They returned to the cabin with a small basket of berries, feeling proud of their discovery. One afternoon, while working in the garden, Anna noticed a strange sound near the edge of the forest. It was soft at first, then louder, like something moving quickly through the trees. Lily froze and looked at her mother. Anna smiled gently and said, "Do not worry, Lily, it is probably a small animal. Let's see." They walked slowly toward the sound and discovered a family of deer drinking from the stream. The deer looked at them for a moment, then continued drinking. Lily whispered, "Mom, they are so beautiful." Anna nodded. She realized that living in the forest would give them many opportunities to see nature up close. It would teach Lily about animals, patience, and respect for life. Despite these happy discoveries, life in the cabin was still hard. Some days the stove would not work properly, or the water from the well would be dirty. Anna had to fix the roof again after a strong wind had loosened some shingles. She also had to repair the old door when it squeaked and would not close properly. Lily helped by handing tools, carrying small pieces of wood, and cheering her mother on. Anna felt proud of Lily's eagerness to help. She realized that challenges were not obstacles but opportunities to learn and grow together. One evening, Anna and Lily decided to make a small table for their garden. They used old wood from a broken shelf and some nails from the hardware store. Anna measured and cut carefully, while Lily helped by holding small pieces of wood. The process was slow and tiring, but the satisfaction of finishing the table was great. They placed it under a tree in the garden and decorated it with flowers. Anna smiled at the sight. "See, Lily, even old things can become new and beautiful if we try," she said. Lily nodded, her eyes shining with pride. Days passed and their bond grew stronger. They shared stories, played simple games, and discovered the joys of nature. Anna taught Lily how to plant seeds, take care of vegetables, and observe animals. Lily learned quickly and began to understand the value of patience and hard work. She was proud to see the small plants grow every day and felt responsible for taking care of them. Anna realized that this life was giving her daughter lessons she could not have learned in the city. One afternoon, Anna decided to make a small library inside the cabin. She gathered old books from the village market and placed them on a simple wooden shelf. Lily loved stories about animals, nature, and adventures. They spent hours reading together by the window, listening to the wind and rain outside. Anna felt happy to see Lily's imagination grow. She realized that even in a small cabin, learning and curiosity could thrive. Despite their growing happiness, Anna knew they had to be careful. The forest was beautiful, but it was also unpredictable. One day a strong storm approached and Anna had to prepare quickly. She secured the windows, moved the furniture, and made sure Lily stayed close. When the storm arrived, the wind shook the trees and rain poured heavily. Anna held Lily tightly, whispering stories to calm her. By the next morning, the storm had passed. The garden was wet and some branches had fallen, but everything was safe. Anna smiled. "We faced the storm together and we are safe. That is what matters," she said. Lily hugged her mother, feeling protected and loved. The storm also taught them a valuable lesson. Anna realized that living in the forest required constant attention and care. She needed to prepare for weather changes, take care of the cabin, and protect her daughter. But she also knew that these challenges would make them stronger and closer. Lily learned that life required responsibility, and facing difficulties with courage could bring happiness in the end. Weeks turned into months, and the cabin began to feel truly like home. The walls were bright, the garden was full of life, and the small library provided hours of joy. Anna and Lily learned to live in harmony with nature, understanding the rhythms of the forest, the seasons, and the wildlife. Each day brought new discoveries, new challenges, and new joys. Anna felt proud of what they had achieved. One evening, as the sun set, Anna and Lily sat by the small garden table enjoying the golden light. They ate simple bread with fresh berries and drank warm tea. Lily looked around and said softly, "Mom, I love our home. I am happy here." Anna hugged her daughter tightly. "Me too, Lily. This is our special place. We will keep making it better every day." They sat quietly, listening to the soft sounds of the forest, the rustle of leaves, the songs of birds, and the gentle flow of the stream. Anna realized that the cabin had given them more than a home. It had given them a chance to live a life filled with love, learning, and connection to nature. Every challenge they faced, from rainstorms to broken furniture, had brought them closer and made them stronger. Every small joy, from planting a seed to seeing a deer in the forest, reminded them that happiness could be found in simple things. As night fell, Anna tucked Lily into bed. The cabin was warm, the stove gently glowing, and the forest outside quiet. Anna looked around the room, seeing their work, their efforts, and their love reflected in every corner. She whispered softly, "We are safe, we are happy, and we have each other. That is everything we need." Lily smiled in her sleep, holding her mother's hand. Anna knew that their journey was far from over, but she also knew that together they could face anything. The cabin, once abandoned and forgotten, now stood as a symbol of hope, courage, and love. Anna and Lily had created a life filled with purpose, joy, and learning. Every day was an adventure, every challenge a lesson, and every moment a chance to grow closer. Anna felt proud and grateful for this life she was building with her daughter, knowing that their happiness came from effort, care, and love, not money or comfort. Life at the cabin had become a rhythm for Anna and Lily. Each day brought work, small adventures, and moments of happiness. The garden grew brighter with vegetables and flowers, and the forest seemed to welcome them with every sunrise. Anna had learned how to live in the cabin, fix small problems, and enjoy the quiet beauty of nature. Lily was growing curious and confident, learning about plants, animals, and how to take care of herself. The cabin had become more than just a house. It was a home filled with hope and joy. One morning, Anna woke to a sound she had not heard before. A soft knocking came from the cabin door. She opened it cautiously and saw a young woman standing there. She was holding a basket with freshly baked bread. "Hello," the woman said kindly. "My name is Sarah. I live a few miles from here. I noticed you and your daughter moving in recently, and I thought I could bring some food. You might need help." Anna smiled warmly. "Thank you. I am Anna, and this is my daughter Lily. It is very kind of you." Lily peeked from behind Anna's leg, curious about the visitor. Sarah came inside and shared the bread with them. They sat at the small kitchen table, talking about the forest, the village, and life in general. Sarah explained that she often helped newcomers adjust to living near the forest and knew about tools, plants, and safety measures. Anna realized that having a neighbor and friend like Sarah could make life easier. She invited Sarah to visit whenever she wanted, and Sarah smiled. "I will, and if you need anything, do not hesitate to ask," she said. After Sarah left, Anna felt grateful for the kindness of others and the importance of friendship. The next week, Anna decided to expand the garden. She wanted to grow more vegetables and some fruit trees. Lily helped by digging small holes and planting seeds carefully. Anna explained the process patiently, teaching her how to water the plants, remove weeds, and care for each young sprout. Lily was fascinated. "Mom, do plants feel happy when we take care of them?" she asked. Anna laughed softly. "I think they do, Lily. We give them water, sunshine, and love, and they grow strong. It is the same with people." Lily nodded, understanding that caring for something made it grow and thrive. One afternoon, Anna noticed smoke in the distance. She walked toward it and saw that a nearby cabin, abandoned like theirs had been, was on fire. The flames were small but growing. Anna called the village authorities immediately, then ran back to the cabin with Lily. The fire trucks arrived quickly and controlled the fire, preventing it from spreading to the forest. Anna realized that living in the forest came with risks. Nature was beautiful but could also be unpredictable. She decided to take extra precautions for her cabin. She cleaned dry leaves from around the garden, repaired old wooden fences, and made sure the area was safe. Lily helped by gathering small sticks and leaves. They worked together, learning the importance of vigilance. After the fire incident, Anna thought about long-term safety. She built small barriers around the cabin, reinforced the roof, and stored dry firewood carefully. Lily learned to check the cabin windows and doors to make sure they were secure. Anna realized that teaching her daughter practical skills was just as important as providing love and care. Lily began to feel responsible, proud to help her mother and confident in her own abilities. The cabin was no longer just a home. It had become a place where they learned to grow, adapt, and protect themselves. One morning, Anna noticed a small bird with a broken wing near the garden. Lily carefully held it, and Anna explained that they had to help it heal. They made a small nest inside a box, fed it small grains, and watched it carefully. Day by day, the bird began to recover. Lily was amazed at how something so small could be cared for and become stronger. After a few weeks, the bird was ready to fly again. Anna and Lily opened the window, and the bird flew into the forest. Lily clapped her hands with joy. "Mom, we saved it," she said. Anna smiled. "Yes, Lily, and this is the reward for caring and being patient." The experience taught them both the value of kindness and empathy. As autumn approached, the forest changed. Leaves turned golden, red, and brown, and a cool breeze reminded Anna that winter was coming. She and Lily collected fallen leaves, cleaned the garden, and prepared for the cold season. Anna fixed small gaps in the walls to keep the warmth inside, and Lily helped by carrying blankets and stacking firewood near the stove. They worked together patiently, learning to plan and prepare. Anna realized that life in the forest was teaching them lessons they could not have learned elsewhere. They were learning resilience, responsibility, and appreciation for the simple joys of life. One day, while exploring the forest, Anna discovered a small hidden clearing filled with wildflowers and soft grass. She called Lily over, and they decided to make it a special place for them. They gathered stones to make a small circle, planted a few flowers, and left some food and water for forest animals. Lily laughed as butterflies danced around them. Mom, it is like a secret garden, she said. Anna nodded. Yes, Lily, and it will be our special place to relax, play, and enjoy nature. They visited the clearing often, finding peace and happiness in their private space. Despite the many successes, there were moments of frustration. Sometimes repairs took longer than expected, or the weather caused problems. One evening, Anna felt tired and worried about how much work remained. Lily noticed her mother's fatigue. Mom, don't worry. We will do it together. We can fix anything, she said. Anna smiled, feeling her daughter's encouragement. She realized that even in hard times, they had each other. Their bond had grown stronger, and their shared efforts made challenges easier to face. As winter approached fully, snow began to cover the ground. The garden was quiet under the white blanket, and the forest looked peaceful. Anna and Lily lit the stove, made warm meals, and enjoyed the winter beauty. Lily loved making small snowmen and watching snowflakes fall from the sky. Anna realized that even in cold and difficult times, life could be beautiful if shared with love. She felt proud of what they had built together. During the winter nights, Anna told Lily stories about nature, animals, and people who lived simply. Lily asked many questions, and Anna answered them patiently. They learned about the stars, the moon, and the forest animals that moved quietly in the snow. Anna felt that these moments were priceless. They were learning not only about survival, but also about appreciation for life, curiosity, and the joy of discovering new things. One evening, Anna and Lily heard a soft knock on the door. It was Sarah, the kind neighbor. She had brought warm clothes, blankets, and some food for the winter. Anna invited her inside, and they shared tea by the stove. Sarah gave advice on preparing for the cold season, keeping the cabin warm and storing food safely. Lily listened carefully, realizing how helpful friends could be. Anna felt grateful for Sarah's friendship. It reminded her that even in the forest they were not alone. By the end of winter, the cabin was fully ready for the next season. Anna and Lily had worked tirelessly, learned many skills, and grown closer than ever. They had faced storms, prepared for snow, helped animals, and discovered the beauty of the forest. Anna looked around the cabin, seeing the fruits of their efforts in the garden, the library, and the cozy interior. She realized that the cabin was no longer just a place to live. It had become a home filled with learning, love, and memories. As spring approached, Anna and Lily began planning for new projects. They wanted to grow more plants, attract more animals, and create a small place for the community to visit and learn about nature. Anna realized that their life in the cabin had given them not only a home, but also a purpose. They were no longer just surviving. They were living fully, learning and sharing happiness with others. That night, as Anna tucked Lily into bed, she whispered softly, "We have faced many challenges, Lily, and we have grown stronger. Our home is filled with love, and we will keep making it better every day." Lily smiled, holding her mother's hand. Anna looked out the window at the forest, feeling grateful for every step of their journey. The cabin, once abandoned, had become a place of hope, learning, and endless possibilities. Spring arrived in the forest, and with it came new life. Flowers bloomed, birds sang louder, and the garden that Anna and Lily had nurtured began to flourish. Anna woke early one morning, listening to the soft chirping of birds and the rustling of leaves. She looked around the cabin and felt a deep sense of pride. Every corner of the home reflected their hard work, love, and care. Lily slept peacefully on the sofa, surrounded by small blankets and toys she had placed neatly around her. Anna smiled, feeling that all the sacrifices and challenges had been worth it. Anna decided that it was time to expand their garden further. She wanted to grow more vegetables, some herbs, and even a few small fruit trees. Lily helped eagerly, carrying seeds, watering cans, and small tools. Anna taught her how to plant each seed carefully, explaining how sunlight, water, and care helped them grow strong. Lily listened attentively and repeated every step. Soon she began planting on her own, her tiny hands digging holes and placing seeds with determination. Anna watched proudly, realizing how much her daughter had grown and learned. One afternoon, while exploring near the edge of the forest, Anna and Lily discovered a small pond. The water was calm and clear, reflecting the sky above. They saw frogs jumping, dragonflies hovering, and small fish swimming near the edges. Lily was amazed. "Mom, look at all the animals. Can we come here every day?" she asked. Anna nodded. "Yes, Lily. This will be our new place to explore and learn. Nature has so many wonders for us to enjoy. They decided to clean the area gently, removing fallen branches and planting flowers nearby. It became another special spot for them, a place to relax and watch the beauty of the forest. As the weeks passed, Anna began to think about helping others who might want to live closer to nature. She remembered Sarah, the kind neighbor, and how helpful she had been when Anna first moved in. Anna decided to invite a few families from the village to visit the cabin and learn about gardening, caring for animals, and living simply. Lily was excited about the idea. She loved sharing her knowledge of the garden and teaching visitors about the plants and animals. Anna realized that their small cabin could become a place of learning and community, a home not only for them but for anyone who wanted to connect with nature. One sunny morning, Anna and Lily prepared for their first visitors. They arranged the garden neatly, cleaned the cabin thoroughly, and prepared simple refreshments with fruits, bread, and fresh water. When the families arrived, they were amazed at how beautiful the cabin and garden had become. Anna showed them how to plant seeds, water plants, and take care of the vegetables. Lily demonstrated how to feed the small animals and care for the plants she had grown herself. The visitors were impressed by their efforts and dedication. Anna felt proud that their work could inspire and teach others. After the visitors left, Anna and Lily sat by the small garden table, feeling satisfied and happy. Lily said, "Mom, I think our cabin is special. Not just for us, but for everyone who wants to learn and see nature." Anna smiled, realizing that her daughter understood the true value of what they had built. The cabin was more than a home. It was a place of growth, learning, and happiness. Anna felt grateful for the journey that had brought them here, from a small apartment in the village to a thriving home in the forest. One morning, while exploring deeper into the forest, Anna discovered a small grove of apple trees. The trees were old but still healthy, and some had blossoms. Anna knew that these trees could provide fresh fruit for years to come. She carefully marked the grove and made plans to care for it. Lily was excited about the discovery and wanted to help. Together, they visited the grove daily, watering the trees, clearing weeds, and ensuring that the soil remained healthy. It became a new project, adding to their growing life in the cabin. Life was not without small challenges. Some days, strong winds knocked down branches, and heavy rains threatened to damage the garden. Anna and Lily learned to prepare for such situations, storing food, reinforcing the roof, and clearing the garden carefully. Each challenge was a lesson, teaching them patience, resilience, and teamwork. Lily became more confident, learning to face difficulties calmly and helping her mother without fear. Anna realized that these experiences were shaping Lily into a responsible and strong young girl, ready to face life with courage. One evening, Anna and Lily sat outside, watching the sun set behind the trees. The sky was painted in beautiful shades of orange and pink, and the air smelled of flowers and fresh earth. Lily leaned against her mother and said softly, "Mom, I feel happy here. I love our home, our garden, and the forest. I think this is the best place in the whole world." Anna hugged her tightly. "I feel the same way, Lily. We worked hard, faced challenges, and now we have a home filled with love, happiness, and nature. I am proud of you." As the months passed, the cabin continued to thrive. The garden produced fresh vegetables and fruits. The animals around the forest grew familiar and friendly, and the small library of books became a favorite place for both Anna and Lily. They learned about the stars, the weather, and the cycles of nature. Anna felt that every day brought new lessons and opportunities. They had built not only a home but a life full of knowledge, joy, and connection with the world around them. One morning, a small bird with a colorful wing flew near the window. It reminded Anna and Lily of the little bird they had once helped recover. Lily clapped her hands in delight. "Mom, it came back to visit us." Anna smiled. "Yes, Lily. This shows that even small acts of care can make a difference. It is a reminder that our love and effort matter." They watched the bird together, feeling a deep connection to the forest and its creatures. Spring turned to summer, and Anna decided to plant a small flower garden near the cabin entrance. Lily helped by choosing bright colors and arranging flowers in patterns. The garden became a welcoming sight for anyone visiting the cabin. The neighbors and villagers began to notice how beautiful the place had become. Some even asked Anna for advice on gardening and living closer to nature. Anna was happy to share her knowledge and experiences, teaching others how to care for plants, animals, and the environment. One sunny afternoon, Anna and Lily decided to take a walk through the forest. Exploring new paths they had not visited before, they discovered a small hill that provided a wide view of the forest and the cabin. From there, Anna could see the garden, the pond, the apple trees, and the cabin itself standing proudly among the trees. She felt a wave of gratitude and happiness. They had transformed an abandoned place into a home filled with life, learning, and joy. Lily looked at her mother and said, "Mom, I am proud of what we built. I love our home and I feel happy every day." Anna smiled, realizing that her daughter understood the value of hard work, patience, and care. The cabin was more than a house. It was a place of growth, love, and inspiration. Anna knew that their journey had not been easy, but every challenge had brought them closer and made them stronger. As evening approached, Anna and Lily sat on the small porch enjoying the warm light of the setting sun. They held hands and talked about their plans for the future, new plants to grow, animals to care for, and small projects to make the cabin even more welcoming. Anna felt proud and content. They had faced fears, worked hard, and built a life filled with happiness and purpose. That night, as Anna tucked Lily into bed, she whispered softly, "We have come a long way.
Lily, we have built a home filled with love, nature, and happiness."
I am proud of you and I am proud of us." Lily smiled, hugging her mother tightly. Anna looked around the cabin, feeling the warmth, the comfort, and the love that filled every corner. She knew that no matter what challenges might come, they could face them together. The cabin, once abandoned and forgotten, was now a place of life, learning, and joy. Anna and Lily had turned it into a home where dreams could grow, where love and care shaped every day, and where happiness could be found in the simplest things. The forest embraced them, the animals became their friends, and the garden flourished under their care. Anna realized that the greatest treasure was not money or comfort, but the life they had created together. In the days that followed, Anna and Lily continued to explore, learn, and grow. They welcomed visitors, shared their knowledge, and nurtured every plant and animal around them. The cabin was no longer just a shelter. It was a symbol of hope, courage, and love. Every challenge they had faced had strengthened their bond and taught them valuable lessons. Every success, no matter how small, had brought joy and confidence. Anna knew that their journey would continue, with new adventures and discoveries ahead. She felt confident that together they could face anything. The cabin had given them a new life, a life full of happiness, purpose, and connection to nature. And for Anna and Lily, that was the greatest gift of all.